Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to make this video, and before I begin, I want to say that I'm not going to throw any company under the bus. I'm not going to mention the name of the company that I had to deal with. I want you to do your own research before you try to get a subscription to a service that may be difficult to end, and that may have you jumping through hoops and barrels in order to end it, and in order for them to stop charging your credit card. So I saw a YouTube channel here a couple of months ago, I think it was in late June or so, and they were saying, yes, this rural internet service is outstanding, and our upload speeds, our download speeds, they're just like really great. So I was like, wow, and this is a really good YouTube channel that I've been subscribed to for a pretty long time. Really good people. And I'm sure that for them it worked out well because they were praising it. And as far as I can see, they're very good people, people of the earth, hardworking people that really don't have a reason to lie. However, do your research, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Because some of these subscription services can be very difficult to get out of once you've started and once you've authorized them to charge your credit card especially. So let me go ahead and tell you my story really quick. So once I heard how great this service was, I went ahead and looked them up on the internet. I'm like, okay, they're located in somewhere in the United States. I think it's in the East Coast that they're located. And I gave them a call. Well, I tried to give them a call, but no one picked up the phone, and they said that it's better to instead get on their chats. So I went on their website. I got on with them and chatted. They proceeded to ask me all of the questions that they would normally ask. They asked me where I live, what service do I use on my cell phone, and all that kind of stuff. And they said, well, we have the great plan for you. It's this plan. It starts with pink something. And I said, well, that sounds great. And I said, is it going to give me really good upload speeds? Because I can really use that for streaming. And you all know that I can really use a better upload speed than what I currently have for when I do my live streams. Because a lot of times my live streams are a little blurry. However, they said, yes, this will work great. All you have to do is authorize us to charge you this amount for setting everything up, and then we will mail you a modem. And then all you have to do is just follow the instructions. I did that. I received the modem about 5 or 6 days later, something like that. And a key note is that in the small print, they say that if your equipment doesn't work and you don't have it returned to them within 14 days from the day that you received it, or I think it's within 7 days, something like that, from the day that you received it, that you would not get back your deposit or the fee that they charge you in order to start your service. So I received it. It didn't work at all. So I got on the chats because that's the only way that you can get a hold of them. And I spent about 3 hours on the chats with them. This is how desperate I am, ladies and gentlemen, to get good rural internet. And on a side note, for those of you that are going to say, well, try to get Starlink. I already have. There's a 2-year waiting list, all right, for Starlink. But anyways, I did everything they told me to do. It didn't work. I got on the chats with them, spent about 3 hours doing everything they told me to do. And then finally they were like, take out your SIM card and take a picture of it and send it to us. I did that. And they said, whoa, we sent you the wrong modem with the wrong SIM card. I'm like, so what do I do now? They're like, well, we'll print you out a return label. Go ahead and ship it to us, and then we'll go ahead and ship you the right one. I did that the very next day. I went ahead and returned it. I went ahead and shipped it back to them. I received an email that confirmed that they got it on time, right? Make sure that you keep your emails. And in addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not telling you what to do, but what I would do, should I have to do this again, is while we're chatting, I would record that chat to make sure that I had a record of everything that was said or the dialogue that was done back and forth with the company representative. So anyways, I did that. They went ahead and sent me the new system that's supposed to work. I received that system in short order. I did everything that I was supposed to do as per their instructions. It didn't work. I did a speed test on it, and the speed test on the system that they sent me, the second one, was about 10 to 20 times slower than what my phone's hotspot was providing. So I got back on the chats with them. I spent about 4 or 5 more hours with them on the chats. And they were trying to figure everything out. And they're like, we don't understand why this doesn't work. And after about the 4th hour or so, maybe it was about 3.5 hours. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. But it was at least 3 hours, 3.5 hours, the second round of chatting with them. They said, we don't know what's wrong. Can you go ahead and send it back to us? And we'll go ahead and send you a new system so that our technicians can take a look at this. And I said, no. I said, you are getting paid right now, and I am not. I said, I've spent in total 6 to 7 hours with you on the chats trying to figure this out, and your product just simply does not work, at least for me in this area. So I would be very happy if you went ahead and gave me a total refund of what you have charged me, because you told me that that's what you would do, and give me a shipping label so that I can ship this back to you. So they were very nice over the chats, very courteous. They weren't mean or anything like that at all. They gave me a shipping label. I went ahead and returned it the very next day. I received an email a few days later stating that they had received the product, and that was it. And then I went back to the chats and said, so when am I going to get refunded my initial investment? And they said it should take 7 to 14 business days for you to get refunded. Okay, no problem. I understand how these things work. They have a financial department, and a lot of times they do these refunds or payments and things like that in batches. So they have to wait a certain number of days before they actually do it, so that they can do it in a batch instead of doing it one at a time. So about 3 weeks later, I went to my credit card account, and I noticed that not only had they not refunded me my initial investment, but they had been charging me for the subscription fee for the consecutive 2 months. So they charged me my initial investment, they charged me my subscription fee for that first month, and then they charged me a subscription fee for the next month. And I was like, what in the world? So immediately I went ahead and I put in a complaint with a credit card, and I said, yep, they shouldn't have charged me this. I have all of the emails stating that they shouldn't have charged me this at all, and that they should have refunded me my initial $174 that I had to pay them. After that, I went and I go ahead and send them an email. I sent them an email saying, why have you not refunded me my initial charge, and why have you continued to charge me a subscription fee for the consecutive 2 months after I returned everything to you in time as you required? And they said, well, the initial charge, we charge everyone, and we don't return that back to them. So this is what I did, ladies and gentlemen. Again, do your research, and I'm not telling you what to do, but this is what I did. I wrote them an email, and I meant it. When I wrote them this email, I meant it, and I think it's why it worked. I said, your product did not work. You said that if your product did not work, I could return it within 14 days and I would have a full refund of the setup costs. And in addition to that, you charged me 2 months worth of a subscription fee that I did not receive. I said, you have to do the right thing. Your product did not work. You need to return to me my money. It does not belong to you, because I got nothing out of your service that you said I was going to get. And then I finished off the email with this. I said, if it costs me more money to hire a lawyer to sue you so that I can get back what is mine, I am willing to pay more money to hire a lawyer to sue you. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The very next day, every single charge was credited back to my credit card. Every one of them. That is my experience, ladies and gentlemen. Do your research. If you're looking to get rural internet because you don't have good internet where you live, that's fine. But make sure that you research the company. Make sure that you do what I did not do initially. All right, I did not do an extensive research on this company. I just took the word of someone that I trust on YouTube. And like I said, I still trust these people. I think they're great people. They probably had, a better experience with them than I did. However, I did not get what they promised. And I was willing to go all the way and even use money out of my pocket at a loss to make sure that I got back what was mine, because I didn't want to let them get away with it. So do your research. Get on YouTube. If you're going to get some kind of a service, get on YouTube and type it up on YouTube. Say, this rural internet service, is it any good? And you'll get videos come up. Get on their site and look at their ratings. Once I went back and I took a look at their ratings, I looked at all of them, not just the 5-star ratings that they normally get. I saw that a lot of people were not satisfied with their service. And that's what I should have started with. Now, one of my community members, or one of our community members, actually sent me an email showing me that she had a similar experience with this company and showed me all the charges that were charged to her account. However, I didn't receive this email till after the process had begun. So ladies and gentlemen, just be aware. The times that we live in, the internet is important to a lot of us. I would say to most of us. However, make sure that you do your research. All right, having said that, I hope you got something out of this. What's the moral of the story? Ladies and gentlemen, before you enter into a contract with anyone or any entity, make sure that you research what they're all about. Make sure that you have a good, warm and fuzzy feeling inside that you're going to be treated well, and make sure that you don't have to, you know, get to the point where you have to threaten someone in order to get back what's yours. But if you do, be willing to do so. That way they don't do it to someone else. Having said that, hope to see you all this afternoon during our live stream. I put out a very short video a while back, in case you missed it, that I had to push my live stream to the right by about 45 minutes. So instead of starting at 2 p.m. Alaska time, 6 p.m. Eastern time, it'll be 2:45 Alaska time, 6:45 Eastern time. Hope to see you all there. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. I'm Alaska Prepper. I'm out.